Aloha, sports fans, and welcome to the tall building that is the Maui News Sports Report. We're the supermen who bring it to you, and we're joined by all our old friends and this new turtle dude this week. We're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple minutes, so let's get right to it.
Look, no cape. Well, the Lunas, they are in the States. They've got that much accomplished, but the heavy lifting is yet to come. 6-0 in the MIL, but 2 games against D1 opponents, including Maui High, and then, Robbie, this week, the big game against the Baldwin Bears.
And Bill, the Bears are coming off a bye into this week, and really a candid and open conversation that I had with Garrett Tejada after Saturday night's win for the Lunas. He talked about trying to remain undefeated, how tough that was going to be, but how important it is to keep that number 1 seed. As I said, Baldwin is coming off a bye, and Maui High will most likely go into that final game of the regular season still alive with mathematical possibilities.
Okay, Robbie, let's say they win out. So they're the number 1 seed. They go onto the state tournament that way. And what's the road ahead for them? I mean, good, bad, they would have a 3-week layover.
And obviously that's a little bit bad, but you do really want to get that 1 seed, especially when you look at things this year. The 1 seed obviously gives you a bye. You would host a semifinal, most likely against Kauai. But the really good thing that Garrett Tejada was really making the point of is that on the other side of the ledger, Kaiser, who's been killing everybody, actually scaring teams into forfeits, and 6-time defending state champion Iolani, the 2 and 3 prospective seeds right now, would have to battle it out on the other side, while the Lunas were hosting a semifinal, most likely here at War Memorial Stadium. So very, very important couple of games left for Lahaina Luna, even though they are officially into the state tournament.
Well, first it was the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now you can put the Maui High Sabres in that category. They will at least have a 500 season as they got the win over the weekend. And, in fact, it's been so long since they've had a 500 record that the sophomores on this team were in kindergarten the last time that this team was at that mark. Well, that is the last time since 2003. They were 7-3 that year. Pretty amazing, Robbie. In 2003, it takes that long to get back to 500, but congrats to them.
Especially when anybody who remembered Maui High's storied past under Curtis Lee, it was a little bit of a flashback to Curtis Lee. The Barry Bonds and the Bobby Bonias of this Maui High team were Elijah Tassini, 242 yards rushing. Daniel Kelly, 4 touchdowns rushing. Chazaniel Sa'u, 2 carries for 49 yards, including a highlight reel 29-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Austin Hoy, and 2-way very key players, Soane Valhea. All of those names are sophomores. The future is very bright for Maui High. They ran for 485 yards in their 49-20 win over King K. And I'm telling you, this team is on a mission to get things done. They've clinched the 500 record, now the winning record, and they could go into that final weekend of MIO play still alive for a possible postseason berth.
Let's look at standings now. D1 in the second half. Baldwin leads the way at 2-0 with a 1-1 record for Maui High, 5-1 for Baldwin, 3-3 overall for the Sabres. D2, Lahaina Luna, they, of course, as we said, now 6-0 total, 2-0 in the second half, on their way to the States and maybe on their way to a number 1 seed. King Kekaulike and then Kamehameha Schools of Maui, both at 1-6 on the year, but in the second half, it is King Kekaulike at 1-2, 0-3 for the Warriors, a disappointing start to their second half. Of course, this weekend coming up, Lunas, Baldwin, big game. Friday, you can see that on TV and hear it on the radio. And, of course, on Saturday, it's Maui High and the Kamehameha Warriors. That will be at War Memorial Stadium, so check both of those games out. And as we look into MIL girls volleyball, that starts wrapping up. And, of course, that takes place this week over on the west side.
And, Bill, a couple very important tournaments. Division I and Division II both have 3 real state contenders. The 2 teams that have wrapped up state berths, 9-time defending champion in Division I, Kamehameha Maui, 8th ranked in the state. Seabury Hall has done the same in Division Two. In Division Two, Molokai and Hana are on Seabury's heels. In Division One, Maui High and King Kekalike are on Kamehameha's heels. Just an example of how things can change very rapidly. King Kekalike last week went in with a chance to win the regular season title. They lose to Maui High, they lose to Kamehameha, and now they're the third seed and are in a must-win situation going into Tuesday's semifinals at the Lahaina Luna Gym.
High school air riflery is our next story, so all I'll have to say is, Robbie, take your best shot.
And the MIL Riflery Championships took place at War Memorial Gym on Saturday. Tia Seki wins her second MIL title in a row, leading St. Anthony girls to their third team title in a row. In boys action, Maui High's Christopher Naputi won by a single point, and St. Anthony's boys won their second in a row.
Well, I'll see you on the radio. He'll see you in the newspaper. Enjoy this week, and we'll have plenty of more coming up in the future weeks.
And send us your bobbleheads.